addicted to sugar, eats a whole box of cereal every night and 4 dairy milks, and then this 60-day transformation. What was the gap in between? Like, when did you think, okay, shit, I need to make a change?
I just felt horrible.
Like, is there not a time where you're like, you know what, I'm still a superhuman, but that dairy milk's not really gonna like ruin the rest of my life, is it?
You say that. A vegan can't be a superhuman. No, unfortunately not.
Do you have a special woman in your life?
Previously, yeah, but not now.
Would she have to be a superhuman?
My future woman?
Yeah.
So every single day I fast, 18 hours. Then I eat in a 6-hour window. So breakfast is at usually 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock. And that's usually ground beef or eggs. With some low GI fruits. So like some blueberries.
What's GI?
So lower on your glycemic impact.
So
your blood sugars
okay.
don't spike as high. Rather than like a banana or lots of honey, lots of dates, because it's going to spike your blood sugar. Lower GI, so like raspberries, blueberries, strawberries. Ground beef, like a full pack, 1 pound. Then in the afternoon, some eggs with some more fruits. And then evening, maybe some Greek yogurt or more eggs. And maybe some potato and some more fruits again. Yeah, just that on repeat every single day. But I'm maximizing nutrients. So that's the main game. So I'm always aiming for 80% plus of my nutrient targets. Getting 100%, I do some days. But then if I switch, from maybe chicken to ground beef, you might not get as much nutrients. But I aim for 80% over my targets every day through an app. And then I'm reaching, targets there.
Do you not get bored?
Do I get bored?
Yeah, like of your food.
A lot of people ask this. I feel like I'm cheating every single day. Honestly, like it feels like a cheat meal. I love the food. This is why
That's good.
Yeah, this is why I don't cheat on the protocol, because I remember how I used to feel when I was going on the high sugar diets, the cheat meals, and I don't now. I want to pull away from that. Like I'm on a mission to be, the most nutrient dense man. I want to be the healthiest man.
Wait, the healthiest man you can be, or the healthiest man on the planet?
The healthiest man walking on planet Earth. That is the goal. So I'm stacked with nutrients every day. That is essentially the goal. And then with me testing all of these new protocols, which I'm doing, reading lots of new studies, pulling things in and out of the diet, then it's now sharing that with the world. That's the mission. And then to make sure everyone reaches their best shape, and then also filling up on nutrients. So you've got the high energy, and then that leads to essentially happiness in life. That's the goal.
I feel like you almost take it for granted when you eat like high nutrient dense foods, and you're obviously when your energy is sky high, you almost take it for granted. So like if we're on the road somewhere and I do need to have something that's not my usual diet, or like we've eaten out of the norm for the day, when I come back the day after, like I feel a little bit more slumped, and it's like, I really didn't appreciate how good I felt when I eat my normal diet, which is like predominantly whole foods, etc.
Yeah. This is the message because it needs to get still heard of out there. Like in the UK especially, like I go to Pret every morning, get my organic coffee, and everyone's still on the pastries, man. And it's like these people haven't realized to feel like a true superhuman every day, waking up with that burst in energy, filling up on those nutrient targets, because they're starting off the day on their lattes, the Danish pastries, and they're not feeling them true selves of how you can actually feel every day. And this is why I'm just constantly posting the message, because it still needs to be heard. Like London is terrible for health. It's people's diets are. People
want things quick though, don't they?
It's convenience, man.
Yeah.
Convenience is ruining society. All the services. You've got Krispy Kreme, you've got Burger King, KFC. There's one supermarket, but no one's ever in there. Everyone's in the Burger King queue. Convenience, man.
It's actually nuts when you think it. Like at all of the service stations, you don't see a queue outside the M&S, do you?
We are, to be fair, we are quite fortunate compared to somewhere like America, whereas like the options that they actually have in their supermarket, even down to beef, it's not as accessible to get as good quality as it is in the UK, or even like the fruits, etc. as well. Like they're sprayed with so many what are they called?
Glyphosate.
Yes,
Yeah.
like everything basically to make them to prolong the life of the fruit,
Yes,
like
a lot of
blueberries.
wax
and
on the
everything.
apples.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
In the UK, there's like certain regulations, etc., and our food is better.
Yeah. I mean,
America is the most obese country in the world, though, I believe.
obesity rates have shot up in America the last
Pretty sure I
5
heard
years.
that on a Rogan or something. Like they were the.
It's had a massive, and it's still on the sky of rising, especially the last 5 years. It's extremely high, and then that falling into the category of diabetes. Again, it's all linked to the food when it comes to disease. Everything here, what we're putting in every day, and people are not prioritizing nutrients.
Yeah.
It's convenience, man. That's the killer. It's the fast food. It's the drive-throughs. It's all of this. And
How much of an impact does your diet actually have on not how good you feel, but like how good you can actually be, whether that be within your relationship or within your business or just at work? How much of an impact does your food actually have on those things?
yeah, so from a performance level, in terms of gym training, strength will rise. You'll have more stamina running. You'll be more focused talking to people. Like you'll be more happy. Because through my story, when I was addicted to sugar, I used to eat like cereals in the evening, maybe half a box, but then 2, 3, 4 chocolate bars, big ones as well. I was very bad with the binging. And then with that, I would be very moody the next day. So I wouldn't want to talk to people. I was quite nasty. It would just ruin your mood. And when you're enlightening on the path of health and you're focusing on nutrients, you become nicer to people. You have a greater outlook, and then that leads to greater performance with communication. You're more kinder to your team, and then they're going to get things done. And performance in the gym is incredible. The muscle pumps are insane because we focus on high electrolytes. So you're bringing in the potassium, the sodium, magnesium into the muscles. So you have great pumps, and energy is through the roof. And
Then
because testosterone is high.
What about things like glycogen, though?
Glycogen, yeah. So we do bring in starch into the diet, but only in the evening. We get loads of questions on this. The reason why we only bring it in the evening is because we don't want to have potatoes and sourdough and stuff in the morning because it will impact your blood sugars too high. This is where I mentioned with the low GI fruits. If you have it in the evening, you may get that more sleepy effect, but that's okay because it's near bedtime. So that's why we bring in potatoes, sweet potato or sourdough in the evening. But in the day, we keep the starch low, so your blood sugars are controlled. So then you've got the high energy. So you can essentially add more glycogen through sourdough, sweet potatoes there. If you really want to gain the mass and add more carbohydrates. But if you add a banana post-workout, maybe with some raw milk, then you're still getting enough efficient carbohydrates for recovery there anyway.
I want to pull it back a little bit. You said that you were addicted to sugar.
Yes, man.
I want to know a little bit more about that period of time. What did that look like for you?
Nightmare days. Thinking back now, it was horrible. I had terrible skin, terrible mood in the morning. I had a addiction of 8 p.m. hits, 9 p.m. And I would just have these habits in place to go to the shop, more buy chocolate because cereal was at home in the fridge. This is when I was living at home. And I would have half a maybe box of cereal.
That's a lot of cereal, bro.
Yeah. This is where people, like when they say they have these sugar binges, they say, oh yeah, I have 2 free chocolate bars. Mine was extreme. It would be 3-4 bowls of cereal plus 2 free bars of chocolate, but the big ones.
Were you hungry or were you just like...
No, I wasn't hungry. It was an addiction of the high because I used to thrive off it. I used to feel so good after 8 p.m. I used to thrive, and then in the morning, that's when I would be moody the whole day the next day. And then I'd repeat the cycle. Super
addicted to spiking your insulin.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
So how long ago was that?
That was when I was 23 to 24. And that was when I found myself through the transformation. Yeah. Through when I went on a 60-day transformation, easily got lean. Well, I say lean, ripped. I got down to 8%.
Sick. Shredded.
Still having high energy. Testosterone felt great. And this is when I learned about just sticking to single ingredient foods. So I learned a lot about myself. That's when I found myself that I mentioned before.
Talk to us about Bali. That's where you went to find yourself.
Yeah.
And about the whole experience of doing it.
Yeah.
A 60-day transformation.
Very good memories in Bali. Yeah, very good. So it was a 60-day transformation. That was when I didn't go there to find myself. I just discovered myself there. Maybe different environment, the weather maybe, the people. And I decided to just change my outlook on, I was seeing all these fresh fruits out on the roads, and these really, of course I ate all foods. I was really enjoying every single food.
Yeah, we're a bit of a sucker for that. We love food.
I was seeing all these fancy meats in the supermarkets, and now it was time to just get my head together. And Lewis, I'm going to transform my body. I'm going to quit out the sugar. I've come here. I'm very hot. I'm very warm. I'm feeling great. I'm thriving. Let's just cut out the sugar and let's just see how we feel. I was doing it for a week, 2 weeks, just kept going, and 60 days gone by. Got absolutely ripped, and that's how the diet essentially started. And then from there, it was more, how do I market this into the world and showcase that I have a great protocol, because how I transform myself. That was a struggle. So I was not stressed in Bali, but I had a message so good. I signed up to a mentorship for £2,000 a month for them to help me scale my offer, to share it to the world. And then I learned on my own with the content, with the board, that essentially worked. And then the message started getting out there. But I just removed all of the junk carbohydrates, the seed oils, all the processed food, all the artificial dyes, artificial colours, and just went single ingredient foods and just pulled down the starch. And then the diet's like changed throughout. So now I only have starch in the evening. So we've made some changes along the way. But yeah, essentially it's just high protein, high fat, high fiber, low starch, and single ingredient foods. That's the secret.
You said that you did a 60-day transformation.
Yeah.
But before I feel like we jumped and skipped a part. So it's like addicted to sugar, eats a whole box of cereal every night and 4 dairy milks.
Yeah.
And then this 60-day transformation. What was the gap in between? Like, when did you think, okay, shit, I need to make a change?
I just felt horrible. I was 30 pounds overweight. I was never huge, but to me, I was fat.
Yeah.
To other people,
You're just a bit tubby.
Yeah, but to me, that was very fat.
Yeah, to other people, you're a bit
and
tubby.
Then I've shared the picture of me when I was 30 pounds overweight online, and some people say, like, funny comments, you look better. I wish you was back there, or they might say you wasn't even fat. But to me, I was fat. Like, maybe we all have a level of where, right, you need to sort yourself out. For me, I had really, really bad skin. I was very oily each morning, of course, addicted to the sugar, them sugar sweats, bed sheets wet because of the sugar sweats. It was heavy. Man boobs. So then it was just time to change. So then when I was in Bali, maybe it was the environment that made me switch and the heat. And then I found myself. Then I discovered how easy it was.
Oh, so the transformation didn't start until you went to Bali?
Yes. Yeah.
Why did you go to Bali?
Just, I had I still had clients. I still had a coaching business.
Right.
Just change of scenery. I was doing okay in coaching, but not. I was struggling to be seen and scale. It was just at the time it was Lewis Welsh Fitness, and content was just your general stuff of how to get bigger arms or all of that. But then when I discovered myself, and I was like, right, I have something there, because I truly feel like
a message.
Yes, the message. That was it. I was missing that. I felt like a superhuman. I've got something.
I love that.
That's easy to get ripped. It was easy. I still had high energy, and everything was working well. So it was super easy. So then it was like, how do I market this to get it out there? And then I learned throughout, tested, failed a lot of times to promote this, and then finally people were listening and then helping loads. What
was that like when you transitioned from I have this business that's doing okay to I am now reaching a shitload of people with a message that I'm really passionate about?
Yes.
What was that like for you?
It was a struggle, man.
Because you're not playing with small numbers. It's a massive fucking achievement, by the way, what you've built.
Thank you,
Congrats.
Yeah, it was a struggle. I had to hire fast in terms of bringing people on through when it comes to setting, when it comes to sales, coaches. And then throughout then, we just had to refine the team. But the ultimate, of course, we have to make sure the clients are happy. Before we bring on, we had to stop at one point. There was a wait list because I couldn't fulfill the clients or people that wanted to come on the program.
I mean, there's worse positions to be in, isn't there?
Yeah, it was a huge wait list, man. It was incredible. I was overwhelmed. It was a struggle. And obviously then I had to hire fast. And then the people I found that weren't as committed. So then we had to rehire throughout. But yeah, it's been a grind the whole past year. But now we've got a tremendous team. I'm super grateful, man.
What's that like, building a team of go-getters? Because I can imagine that you're only bringing people in that align with you, your message.
Yes. No.
Because you want your message to be put forwards to your clients in the correct way. What is it like trying to find these people, training these people to provide the service the way you want to provide it? And also maybe even as well learning from some of the guys that you bring in. What's that like?
It's freaking great, man. Now it's like we have one big team on a mission to essentially, one, have the best fitness coaching program on the market, and then two, have the best transformation. We're health transformation coaching service, so we want to be number one in the whole world. We're doing absolutely fantastic with helping hundreds. And it's been a challenge for me to build the team with me. That's been the challenge, finding the people, because the team you build is the company you build. So I've been working with the team, just making sure they're all right mentally, making sure they're aligned with the message, work ethic is there, incentives are there when it comes to financials. And now everyone knows our essentially mission. It's like they're working towards something every day. And as long as they're looked after, when it comes to, of course, financials, no one works for free. Yeah. They're looked after well, then, we'll keep striving. And, it's all about providing that 5-star service, just improving that over time.
How much easier did having a strong personal brand make finding the right people to bring in?
Yeah, we have a lot of inquiries, a lot of interviews. So if I put out saying I'm hiring a coach, we'll get could be 30 to 50. Yeah. Same with a setter or closers, just non-stop. Maybe 20 a day with setting. Mm-hmm. So many people want to join the team. But to join the team, you have to be focused on your health. And ideally you have to have good experience in there, or just keen. Just have that work ethic and understanding our mission. If you have that, then I respect that. Then I'll bring you on. And part of the mission, that's the main thing. It's one big mission every day.
Yeah, I love that.
What was the transition like? Because just pulling it back to before you went to Bali, you were coaching, yeah?
Yeah.
That was, I'm going to assume that was just you on your own, Instagram, cold DMs, I don't know, you're getting inquiries through the
yes.
you're doing everything that the mentors that tell you to scale your online fitness business tell you to do. No real offer there, no real marketing or anything like that.
No,
How did you, I know that you said that you hired a mentor, you're paying £2,000 a month. How did you transition and become the businessman that you are today?
Self-improvement. If I could give one piece of advice for, I would say males, but just people in general, self-improvement. Working every single day on your knowledge and working on your body and your health. Improving yourself as an individual when it comes to reading, daily habits, and getting things done, and putting only good nutrition in your body. Because that is going to align with the team starting to respect you more. You're going to have more confidence making decisions, more confidence on camera when it comes to content. All of this, and self-improvement is number one. You need to get your act together. I say this, I'll be honest with some guys in our program. If they're not being honest with themselves, I will get them on a call, and they're shocked. Like the Superhuman guy, the diet guy, he's getting me on a call.
I didn't expect to be you.
The coaching team, they may be struggling with a client, and I will get them on a Zoom and be honest and say, dude, we need to get your shit together. Like this is I want the transformations out of this world, and I have to be honest and say you're doing this wrong. You're still pissing it up on the weekend, and you're expecting to get ripped. So then once they hear that, they're shocked. It's like, oh God, this guy cares.
Well, their results are a reflection of your service.
Exactly.
And if it's not you guys that are fucking up, and it's them, it's still a reflection on your service, isn't it?
So it's good to be on it, and they respect that.
Yeah.
And that's what I will go that extra mile to make sure everyone's on that path. It's when if they are lying and they're going out on the weekends and it's boozing and they're saying they're not getting results. But Friday and Saturday that out. That's when I'll get on a call with these folks and be honest and say, no, we got to get you in line, and have like a full heart to heart, and they freaking really respect that, man. So it's like therapy coaching as well, right? Because we need to get them aligned with the daily habits. If your daily habits, like a morning routine, I recommend as number one. If you focus on that because then you essentially you win the day, you don't run the day. The day doesn't run you, essentially.
What's a good morning routine then? Because we've had mixed opinions on morning routines on this podcast.
Do you have a morning routine?
It's not like a strict morning routine that I've set out for myself, but I like routine. I do the same thing every morning. So I wake up, I fuel for my workout, shower, and get to the office. Okay.
What about you? Any routine? Yeah.
It's the same, really.
Are you up at like is it like a 6 and 6:30, or is it like a snooze at 7 or?
6:30.
20 to 6 I go up.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and my alarm goes off at 6:15.
Wow.
So I'm out of bed by 6:30 latest.
Good. Yeah.
Unless I've had a late night before for whatever reason and I changed it.
Life happens sometimes.
Yeah, like yesterday I didn't get back through the door until 11:30. I value my 7 hours. Good. So I'm not waking up at 6:30.
I do want to kind of just like, I know that you want to come in with your point, but the way that Hormozy does it, and he just goes to bed at like 9 and doesn't set an alarm, I feel like that's a very nice way to do life, but right now, you kind of need to be in Hormozy's position to be able to do that.
And us on the grind at the minute.
But he still gets up early though, but for me, it's like the unknown of going to bed. I go to bed at 10 p.m., 9:30, 10, like I'll shut my eyes. But it's the unknown of waking up and not knowing when I'm going to get up. Yes. I like to be regimented and be up at the right time.
If Hormozy wakes up at 3 in the afternoon, he's still printing cash.
Yeah.
If we wake up at 3 in the afternoon, different. We've missed out.
Yeah. I do like that message of how we put that out there. But yeah, I some reason I like waking up to the alarm, because for me that's a win straight away. I like to stack all
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah. If you get up and you're applied with your daily rituals, it's stacking those wins, man. If you stack those wins, you win the day.
Talk us through the morning routine then.
Yes, a morning routine.
Is what we're doing, is what me and Chris doing optimal? Or
it's optimal, it's good. You guys have got a morning routine, but a lot of guys out there haven't. And if there's one piece of advice I could give guys watching this is, one, if you like reading, read The Miracle Morning. Just read it. Just read it. It will change your life. If you don't want to, if you're going to find it difficult to stick to a morning routine, which is difficult, so read The Miracle Morning Routine. This will change your life. But a good morning routine, so it starts off with no snooze.
Cold plunge.
Yeah, but there's one secret I do for this. I don't put the charger next to my bed. It's like it's at the other side of the room.
So you have to get up.
I have to get up. It's cold. On the alarm clock, just click off. You're up. You can't get back in bed. But how I do this, I reframe my mind before I go to sleep. Essentially the night before. And how I do this is I say to myself before I go to bed, I'm so excited for work tomorrow. I can't wait to get up.
Say it out loud though, right? You say it out loud, not in your head.
No, in my head.
Oh.
So I say it quite a lot, maybe 5, 6, 7 times.
Like, I used to do something.
I'm super excited.
I will wake up and train.
Because that last thought, bro, is going to implement how you wake up.
I used to when I first started waking up early, it was during lockdown. It was only 7 a.m. Like, it's not even early enough. If I get up at 7 a.m. now, I'm pissed. But I used to say to myself every single night before I go to bed, I used to say to myself 3 times, you will get up in the morning. We'll get up in the morning.
Yes.
We'll get up in the morning. And literally from then on, like, I was up in the morning every single morning.
Yes.
That was before I used to wake up to train. I will wake up and train. I'd sit up in bed. I will wake up and train, and I'd say it 3-4 times, and I would wake up and fucking train.
You have to, man.
Yeah.
You have to do these things.
It's weird that it works, but it works.
It's weird, and when you explain this in real life, it sounds weird.
Yeah.
I know where you're coming from, and I respect
it. Also, as well, I think another thing is, like, you told yourself you were going to wake up and train last night 5 times. If you don't wake up and train, you're a bitch.
Yeah, and then you started off the day, and then the day's already running you. Mm-hmm. You sort of lost the day there.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so we're at...
sorry. Yeah, sorry, we cut you up.
If you stick to those daily rituals, you freaking win the day. Stacking those wins in the morning, the rest of the day flies. Anything comes your way, you're winning.
So we wake up, alarm, other side of the room, we turn it off. Yes. Then what are we doing?
So we're going to weigh myself. I weigh myself every day, because then I'm in line with my body composition goals of maybe if I'm massing up or if I'm shredding. I've been on a 90-day shred. It actually finishes tomorrow. So I'm down about 17 pounds. So I weigh myself, even after the 90-day shred, I weigh myself every day, Because if I go up a kilo, right, Lewis, you need to pull things back. If maybe I want to get a bit leaner for a shoot, then I just know where I am within my body, and it just keeps me on track. So I weigh myself every morning, straight after go and hydrate with Celtic sea salt. This gets my mind in a position of you're rehydrating with electrolytes. So the potassium.
That's one thing we didn't throw in as. We have
Yeah,
our
I was
electrolytes.
going to say, I'm not going into details.
From today, you need to bring this in.
No, we have electrolytes.
You have?
We just didn't say it.
Yeah, I
you do it though.
I actually weigh myself. Weigh myself first every morning. Then I do my electrolytes, my creatine, and then
You
it's
weigh yourself as well?
Yeah, every single morning.
you've got
I have done. I've got an app on my
locked
phone.
in.
I've got an app on my phone called Weight Diary. I've been using it since I was about maybe 18.
Wow, man. Yeah,
It's cool. I can see my weight from literally when I was 18, like all along in a big graph. It's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
I didn't go into too much detail, but
Yeah.
electrolytes are there.
There is more to it.
I didn't tell you that I brushed my teeth, but we do.
Bro, these are all wins. Like sometimes I don't really want to, I don't have the electrolytes. I don't want to put salt in the mouth and hydrate. I don't want to do it sometimes in the morning. But I do it, man, because it's giving the body minerals.
Actually, like mine.
Would you
So
not
like
use
that's
like
a win for me. I know it's small.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a win, man.
Would you not use like...
What,
Because I like an all-natural electrolyte powder. Like, would you
there's
be
some good-
completely against that?
No, there's some good brands like LMT.
Element's the big one, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they're
Huberman
a good
and
brand.
Williamson.
I do respect those. A lot of brands have added sugars, but I've just stuck with a Celtic sea salt. It's very similar, like nutrient profile. You're getting 84 minerals from the Celtic sea salt.
I actually have both, to be honest with you.
Yeah, so as long as you're adding minerals into the body.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not against electrolytes. Again, only if I'm not against supplements as well. Again, it's only if the brand is like been tested and you research and it's a trusted source. Because there's a lot of shit out there. There's so much. They're just going in for the cash.
We're not using the My Protein ones.
They don't care about the consumer, man. It's all just stacking cash and profit.
Wait, so what's next on the Superhuman morning protocol? We've got to electrolytes.
Yeah, so hydrate with Celtic sea salt. Then after that, I will coconut pull.
You will what?
I'll do coconut pulling.
Coconut pulling.
Coconut pulling, yeah. Have you not heard of this?
No.
Okay.
This is what we got to add in now.
So it's like
You got us.
it's like a natural way of mouthwash.
Okay.
Coconut oil.
Coconut oil pulling.
Yeah.
So it cleans the teeth.
You don't
It's
brush
like a
your
natural teeth
I
whitener,
brush my
isn't it?
teeth after as well, but only with fluoride-free toothpaste, a mineral toothpaste.
I do that, to be fair.
do it?
Nanohydroxate instead of replace
The
fluoride.
brand.
No. That's like the mineral that's added into the
Yeah,
toothpaste I use.
fluoride-free though?
Yeah.
SLS-free?
Yeah.
Yeah, good, yeah.
Sorry, boys. I'm on the Colgate, man. Get at me.
Fluoride. The one thing about
after this, I'll send you the link.
Send me
to the
some
mineral.
links. Yeah, I'm open to it.
I want to get out the fluoride.
it says on the toothpaste packaging,
swallow.
yeah, like
Poison.
do not consume, don't swallow,
Yeah.
whatever.
Fluoride.
Fluoride is actually bad for you. There's arguments for both, right? Like dentists
They
always
done a
agree.
study with. I know it was tested on rats, but it's rat poison essentially. Fluoride, if too much into the body. So yeah, stay away from fluoride, man.
Say no more.
If too much goes down, it could be dangerous. Yeah.
I mean, I don't swallow my toothpaste, but still, it's going to be in your
Well,
mouth, right?
Particles
you
can
absorb
come
it,
down.
don't you? You absorb it.
Yeah.
Now you know. Again,
I kind of already knew, but now I feel like left
years
out.
ago-
Like you
A few
two.
years ago, I was still using Aquafresh. Yeah.
But I feel like you two have just made me feel like a bit of a bitch now, so I need to get rid of it.
Don't worry, I'll send you the Amazon link after.
Your teeth will be shining.
Okay, cool. What's next after the coconut?
Wait,
Wait, so
you
you rinse in the
That's mad that you
Yeah,
hydrate.
Then I do cold water, super cold.
just on the face.
On the face, with the coconut pull-in, brush teeth. Then I go and look and stare at my goals on the whiteboard for 2 to 4 minutes. There's a lot on there at the moment. And then, so I have one whiteboard with all the goals. There could be maybe 15. And then I have one whiteboard with the reverse engineering section of the one goal that I'm focusing on. So I've got 15 goals on place. It could be anything when it comes to maybe where I want to live, partner, financials, business. And then I've got maybe 10 things on the other whiteboard of what I have to do to reach one of the goals. Then I do all them 10 things, tick all them off. Could take a week, take 3 months. Then I take that goal off because I always get there and then just keep going. And then the goals change over time.
Yeah.
And this is how I've progressed. So I look at then the goals. I then go and do 20 deep breaths out in the cold. 20 deep breaths, yeah, out in the cold every morning. Really good for giving you energy for the day. Really great, man. Makes you feel great. And it's something that I don't want to do. you're stacking these wins. And then I read for 20 minutes. Then I wash up. Then I make my green tea. Then I go on the treadmill.
What are you doing on the treadmill? Just walking?
I walk.
Would it not be nicer for you just to get outside and walk? Is that somewhere you could be more optimal by getting some daylight?
I was doing this, bro. I was doing this, but when I was in Miami or Dubai. Now, I'll be honest.
All right.
But bro, I get the deep breaths.
How much more would you stack the dubs though if you could get the 20 deep breaths and more on the walk? Kill two birds with one stone.
I'm using the treadmill a bit more because I'm going up in the incline, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm shredding now at the minute. So I'll go back outside afterwards. I do prefer it, of course, but
Look at me and you like fucking saying to
if there was hills,
We're only messing, bro.
But no, yeah, the weather it's not the best here, but I still like the UK. Yeah.
You said that
Is that the end of the morning routine though?
Yeah, so it's about 10 wins. I know it's only I class them as wins, even washing the face with cold water, stuff that I don't want to do. I'm out in the cold doing the deep breaths. So I've stacked 10 wins before I even freaking leave the door at 6:45 a.m. to go on the cardio. Then after the cardio, it's 7:15 a.m. I've got all of these wins before anyone's even woken up. So I've already won the day, bro. It's about 10 wins. So then from here, everything that comes my way, I just accomplish. And I'm in a fantastic mood when it comes to team, people in coffee shops, anywhere, in the supermarkets, just in a great mood. And then this just helps you.
your energy is it's just oozing, isn't it?
It's high frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that's going to help everything in life, bro.
Yeah.
So I can't recommend, again, if guys are watching this, morning routine.
I'll be real. You kind of, not to say that I thought that we were doing anything wrong. To be fair, H is a lot better than me, but I feel pretty like happy that like, I don't know, maybe not all 10 of the things that you've just said, but like 6, 7 I tick off.
Yeah, bro, these are the class them as wins.
Yeah.
I've never really looked at it as a morning routine though.
It's just get up and go.
Yeah.
But maybe if we stack it that way, we might reap the rewards a bit more.
Would you do it if you're maybe on holiday or abroad?
Yeah.
If you do, then that's
To be the only thing that would be, I'd say the only thing that would be different
Time.
is the morning routine is pretty much just wake up, teeth, weigh myself. Like obviously, if that's accessible when you're away, hydrate, and then it's like get whatever it's up to, get up to whatever's next. Like on holiday, sometimes it's not a workout in the AM. Like it might be, I don't know.
Yeah,
we might be doing something, so it's like workout later in the day.
Yeah.
I'll still,
but you still get it done.
Yeah, always.
Yeah. But no, I'm very big on that, man. The morning routine is key. For anyone that don't have one, it will change your life. For sure.
There's a couple of things that you mentioned that I just want to pull out and kind of ask you a question around. So you said high frequency in regards to energies.
Yeah.
You mentioned, Dubai, Miami, and also Bali. How much of an effect on you as an entrepreneur does it have surrounding yourself with other high frequency individuals in these types of places? How much of an effect does that have on you and also like your business?
Massive, because what you essentially hear daily, and if you're hearing positive things, positive affirmations, and people telling you positive things in terms of you can do this, you can do that, open mindset, it's going to give you a broader aspect to life, to really think that even sometimes I'm thinking too small. And then you got to have a conversation with someone who's in a similar aspect to you in terms of business. It really opens up your mindset. So you're not in that closed frame of, oh, no, don't do that. Don't take that risk. If you hear that maybe local around town, then that one freaking message or comment could ruin the day, or it could put you down, and then you feel like, oh, you can't get anywhere. But when I was in especially Miami, it's more everyone's open. So it's like you say something, they'll say, yeah, you can do this. I've done this. So it's everyone's on a high frequency, and that is going to keep you on that winning cycle, man. That's what I'm big on. It's being around that good atmosphere.
It's like momentum, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once you have that belief system.
How comes you went to Miami?
I went to Miami to check it out.
Oh.
Yeah, we got a lot of clients there as well.
Oh, cool.
Which is great. I went there just to check out the scenes. It's a great place.
Still yet to tick that one off. Yeah. We'll get there.
A year full of sunshine.
Yeah.
And it's great atmosphere. It's great vibes. Everyone's
I can imagine.
You know, in in the coffee shops or on the walk, and even on the streets, you're bumping. So like London is quite head down, secluded. Even though I still love it here. It's quite a more miserable place, but I love it here. There's something about it.
It's a little bit more rat racy, I would say.
Yes.
Like London, like everybody's a little bit more regimented and like
they're each to their own, right?
Like in the Matrix, like would say. But I feel like Miami's not from experience, from listening to podcasts and people that have moved there, made the transition. Like it's a lot of more like free spirits, people that are kind of doing what they want to do.
Yes,
not doing what they're being told to do.
It's free spirit, and then when you're hearing these stories of someone's winning there, and that's all you're hearing, bro. You're going to work harder as well.
Yeah,
you're getting all these possibilities that, oh, you can do this. Not that, oh, don't do that. You can't get to that. You might sometimes hear that. So if you're around that positive atmosphere, damn, it helps you.
We are in quite a fortunate time right now that I've never really had this thought before, but if, for instance, you're from a small place, that nobody, there's no one around, etc. You do have access to things like podcasts, YouTube channels, etc., where you can be surrounded virtually to this positive energy. And if you're so locked in, you're not really going to be around people that aren't on your frequency. They're not. Their vibrations aren't the same as you.
Yeah. So
I understand it's not going to be the exact same effect, but to someone at home that isn't fortunate enough to go somewhere like Dubai or Miami, they can surround themselves by listening to podcasts which are going to inflict positive affirmations upon them.
So subscribe to the Gooms Pod, man.
Exactly.
That's it. Positive vibes.
Come on.
No, yeah. So linking back to self-improvement. If you're a guy watching this, just lock in and focus on yourself. Focus on building up your knowledge. Find something that you enjoy, then see if there's a way you can monetize that, and only input good nutrition, work yourself in the gym, keep your head down, for sure, man. Stay out of any drama, man, for sure. That's the self-improvement is the main one. Yeah.
Out of curiosity, you mentioned, again, Bali, Miami, Dubai, these kind of hub spots for online entrepreneurs. I imagine your business is predominantly online, if not 100%. Why are you still in the UK?
I am here plotted for 6 months, but doesn't mean I'm going to be staying here longer than that.
Right.
I might move again, but because the whole of last year, 2024, I was away from the UK. I'm actually enjoying being back here for a while. Mm-hmm. Again, I'm my own spirit though. I'm locked in, just a team, me, business, gym, self-improvement every day. Yeah. But no, it's good to.
There is like a sense of home here.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's
comfy, isn't it? To an extent.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about. Like, I don't know. It's where I'm from, I suppose.
Londoners don't like to leave London, do they?
But 2024 was amazing. When I went to the Marbella, Dubai, Miami, Bali, all of this, it was great. But because I was living out of Airbnb as well, now I'm actually in a place living. Like it feels like a home. I know I'm renting, but it feels like a home.
Yeah.
I've got all the setup. It does feel like home, so I'm enjoying that. But I may travel in between. But I felt like I needed that base because I was living out of Airbnb every month. New apartment, suitcase, same clothes.
Didn't like that.
It was getting a bit much.
Yeah.
And then it was less business disrupting, right? It takes 2 days to set up. I have to buy new whiteboards. I need to do that for greater work ethic. And then it was maybe getting off track a bit.
Well, I was going to say, you strike me as someone that is quite regimented. I mean, you literally just told us what you do first thing in the morning, precisely to the time. And
the morning routine.
Yeah, exactly. I can imagine being out of a suitcase for a year doesn't really align with how to be the superhuman.
Exactly that. Because it's finding the essentials for what is in my daily protocol as well. When it comes to supplementation, when it comes to finding the grass-fed meat, and it's finding these new. When I was in Thailand, it was very difficult to get, and the delivery was longer.
Yeah, I heard the food in Thailand.
I was living on eggs for a while. I was maybe 18 to 20 eggs a day, but I could still do that because they taste great.
Is that healthy? 18 to 20 eggs a day.
Personally, I felt incredible.
Of course you did.
Well, eggs. This is the thing with eggs. There was a massive study again with a guy who was eating 36 to 40 eggs a day, and his cholesterol levels didn't budge. If anything, just slightly come down. So So there's a massive misconception on eggs are bad. But when you look into the nutrient aspect of eggs, they contain every single vitamin and mineral, except vitamin C. So it's only one vitamin. And then you can get that from lemon.
Kiwis.
Yeah, or kiwis or oranges. So eggs are extremely nutrient dense, and not only nutrient dense, they're bioavailable. So I've personally felt amazing on 18 to 20. Not saying I'm recommending that, but when I couldn't get the
Comes into the office tomorrow.
18 eggs, but I couldn't get my grass-fed
Boys,
meats.
I'm on my superhuman shit.
6 boiled, 6 scrambled.
Yeah, I've got variety. I've got variety.
Right, with some butter there.
I might even have 6 raw. Fuck it on a rocky thing.
Raw's great as well. Even more bioavailable. But that's how I will go, how strict I am. If I can't get the quality or the food on the diet, I'll have to refer to something a bit over the top. So if I couldn't get eggs for a while and I could only get ground beef, I'd be eating maybe 3 pounds a day. So that's what I would do. So I would just load up on one food because I don't care about the taste is important, but I'm eating for the nutrients at the end of the day now.
It gets to a stage when you've been dieting for so long, or well, not even dieting, but like living a lifestyle of trying to take care of your health.
Yes. Yeah.
Where you don't. I feel like I've reached this where you don't really care what your food tastes like.
Exactly.
You just can't. You're just making it just fuel.
It tastes good enough. Right?
Yeah.
It's not like
It's edible.
yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Like personally, I love the food every day, but it's could I spend a bit more time maybe taking it taste better? But I need to get back to work. I do it for the nutrients. I eat for the mind, for the work ethic.
I kind of want to play devil's advocate slightly because I love a fucking Chinese or I love a burger or a milkshake or, I mean, you obviously loved chocolate.
Yes.
Like, is there not a time where you're like, you know what, I'm still a superhuman, but that dairy milk's not really going to like ruin the rest of my life, is it?
You say that, but will it though?
Well, it depends. I mean, I'd like to think that you've got some sort of self-control. If you have one, or it's I don't know.
Buy it.
If there was maybe 10 dairy milks in my house, then yeah, self-control would be harder. But what I would do, I'd throw them away. So I make sure there's nothing within my environment, so I don't ever get tempted. But all the cravings for that though has gone now in terms of my gut. It's very healthy. So I crave like raw eggs and steak. Yeah. But I get it if you don't want to be 100% strict. This is what we say to clients. Like a lot of our clients, they're not 100% strict. When that's fine, but we do say, as long as if you go on holiday, they might go on holiday and cheat a little bit. As long as you can come back and be on the protocol and know where you left off, that's fine. Because being as strict as me, it's going to be very rare to find. But I feel I have to though to the brand as well. Otherwise, I'm going to be a liar, and I can't do that.
I get that.
And 2, I'm like the face. Like I have to stick to my word. And if I was, you see a video of me caught in like a KFC.
Okay, look, maybe I used the wrong examples, but you mentioned
you have some pasta one day.
Yeah, like you said last year that you were in Miami, you were in Dubai, you were in oh God, where's my head gone? It's gone absolutely blank. In Spain. Marbella. Oh,
like the temptation with
so like you of an evening, boys, let's all go out, or you're out and you meet a group of amazing people and you want to and they're like we're having this dinner at this place and you go there and there's wine or there's do you know what I mean, it is an Italian restaurant and it's predominantly pasta dishes that people are eating. Where does that cut off point where it's like I'm still a superhuman but I might come across slightly weird if I don't? Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah,
I mean, what would I say?
I feel like I want to come in here. I wouldn't. The feeling's like weird.
It is difficult, but if you now portray the food right as, I look at a food as that's not going to input me nutrients and any energy. I look at that deflating my lifespan, and I now look at it as poison. That's how I look at the food. But I've obviously trained my mindset over this now for 2 years, long time, in terms of getting to that point where I don't even look twice at the bread or the donuts. So it will take time, but I get it. I've got an advantage with everyone to be super strict because I'm like the creator of the protocol. So it's going to be more difficult. But if you start looking at food as it's giving you zero energy, it's going to make you, because I always go back to where I felt the next day. The sugar sweats. and how I was with people, and super moody, low energy. So that's the way I can, because I had the story with that.
I feel it's not so much the pressure from other people though, and being like, are they going to think I'm weird, or like, is it weird that I'm not doing this?
Yeah.
But
They usually respect it.
Yeah, to be honest, I probably worded that wrong.
As someone who like, I think that I live the majority of my life predominantly whole foods. I think that I live an incredibly healthy lifestyle, more than 99% of the people across the world. Like I do think that, and I know that I do. The proof's there. But I know as well that I like good food, and I know that my pals do.
Good food is the whole foods.
No, I know
good
that.
Good tasting food.
I get it. I totally
but
get it.
like once a week or once every 2 weeks, if food's a big part of our culture being Greek, or if me and the boys are going to sort a dinner and go out, like I know that I'm looking forward to going out and eating something that isn't minced beef, potatoes, salmon, chicken, and eggs, and fruit. Like I look forward to going out and doing that. Like I like a tiramisu, and genuinely, I don't feel that much different the next day. Like I don't feel like crazy different. I might be like, oof, a bit bloated. I'm carrying a bit more water
that's
from
what
carbohydrates.
Any symptoms, but personally, I have that mission of where I mentioned earlier. I want to be the most nutrient dense man.
Yeah, I understand.
So
that.
the mission is there with that. That's and I'm still going through different avenues for that in terms of like newer studies and bringing stuff in daily to the protocol. Mm-hmm. So that is essentially the goal and mission for me to be that, and then helping the world with it.
Yeah.
But if you're 90-10, or I say if you're 95-5, that's great, and I respect that. Like 80-20, I don't really agree with, and I will sit there and say I don't agree with 80-20 because the 20% of input in sugar is too much.
It is also a lot. 20% is a lot.
I would recommend 95-5.
You'd recommend 100-0 at this point.
But for the majority of people that really want to feel the effects, and then they might want to have maybe one treat every couple of weeks.
Even to the normal
20, it's too much.
Even to the normal person though, that does. So if someone came to me and asked me for fitness advice, that is living a pretty shit lifestyle. A couple times a week they're getting takeout and they don't really know what to make at home. It's the easiest thing they can buy from the supermarket to put in the oven, right? That tastes good.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say to them, completely flip your lifestyle around and you need to absolutely change everything. If they could just get into a calorie deficit and they could just eat more whole foods, like still even if they're eating things like pasta or rice. Like I do eat rice, to be fair, but even if they're eating things like pasta, rice, etc., and they're incorporating these things into their diet and they find it easier, swapping out normal bread for sourdough, for instance, the difference is still going to be night and day, and they can still go out once a week and eat whatever they want.
So
they'll be in a much better position than they were.
Exactly.
Like they're not going to be anywhere near.
I get it. Yeah, making those smaller steps is.
I'm not trying to say it like what you're doing is wrong, by the way. I don't want you to take it's just different perspectives, isn't it?
No, of course. For the individual that like they're looking to start and they want to get healthy and they're in a very bad habit and Uber Eats every night
well, it's easier to stay consistent when it's less drastic.
Yes, exactly.
These
smaller changes, I definitely agree with for the people super struggling. And with that simple change, firstly, is just to simply only buy whole foods. Don't worry about macros, calories, or micros to begin tracking. Just only eat single ingredient foods and just eat as much as you want for now.
Do you track like your calories? No. I know you track your macros.
I've tracked, of course, for years, right? I used to do bodybuilding.
You know, and you got laser vision.
Yeah, I know. I know
through.
I don't track even on the shred in terms of tracking calories to the point. There's no need now. One, of course, I've got the experience there, but two, it's like you just eat till you're full now. I've sort of, again, that comes with habits. So later on, it's going to be difficult for individuals, but if you stay towards your goals and you eat until you're fully satisfied, and then you're eating these nutrient-dense foods, you're going to essentially become fat-adapted near enough the time. But when people are saying they're on the diet and they're struggling to lose weight, they might be eating like 3-4 ribeye steaks a day, loads of fruit in between. This is why, because they're overfeeding. There needs to be that sweet spot.
If someone was to sign up with you, what do they get? Do they get a diet plan, or is it more so a protocol to actually follow?
Yeah, so we don't do calorie tracking.
Mm-hmm. So you'll say to them, eat 2 of these in the morning, 3 of these at lunch.
Yeah, so when a client signs up, the meal plans are 80% plus of nutrient targets, whereas again, usually a normal person day to day is usually getting 50 to 60%. So they're getting 80% plus. That's all tracked on our database where nutrient targets are. and then it's 3 meals per day, and then it's like animal protein, certain fruits, low GIs to begin. If they need more carbohydrates, we'll add in the raw milk, but we don't like focus on calorie content. So we, of course, food is going to be like low enough though, so they're going to be fat adapted, you know. But because the nutrients are so high, this is why everyone's full, they're satiated, and they achieve their transformation.
Have you worked with any vegans?
Vegans, we get a lot of inquiries still.
Can they be superhuman if they are vegan?
A vegan can't be a superhuman. No, unfortunately not, because they're going to be missing a lot of nutrients from red meat. So many, especially when it comes to the B vitamins.
That's the exact answer I wanted, by the way.
Yeah. But we still get vegan inquiries. We have vegetarians on our plan. Mm-hmm. So we do give them, a lot of them come on, they eat eggs. We give them a lot more eggs and stuff. If someone wants to come on as a true vegan and they want like tofu in their plan, no, we don't cater here. Because I'm against soy. Yeah. And all of that. I put a post up recently about that. I'm against soy due to the testosterone levels, you know. So we don't add in any tofu or tempeh. None of that. Mm-hmm. Only testosterone boosting foods, real foods, and nutrient dense foods that are going to give you energy.
Stay true to the mission.
So vegan can't be a superhuman. They need to have some steak.
Yeah.
Unless they're getting it from supplement form, but again, it's not going to be as bioavailable.
But like grains, do you do oats? I like oats from time to time. It's good. It's good fuel for my workout.
Yeah, I don't have oats in.
Are you against them though? Like if you saw me eating oats, you're like, bro, you need to get them out.
You do get glyphosate free oats. They're not in the diet. Again, it's mainly because the diet is focused on ensuring that you have great gut health. There's no bloating ever throughout the day. There's no brain fog. And if you have too many grains, it can link to brain fog. People might get slow digestion. They might get bloated. So we don't want any of these foods that are just in the diet. It's not the worst food, man. It's not fully processed, especially if it's glyphosate free. It's not the worst carbohydrate, but it's not in the diet due to that. We must only add in the foods that's like you're not bloated, high energy, boosting testosterone. So I don't want to start adding in foods that's okay, if that makes sense. But it's not the worst food, man. Mm-hmm. It's not the worst food, but you're better off having some eggs.
When was the last time you ate in a restaurant?
Maybe Saturday.
Well, so how does that look like? Well,
easy for me in a restaurant. Steak, salmon, peppermint
eggs,
tea.
Steak.
Yeah, maybe even for dessert I'll have a Americano sometimes. Yeah,
it's too
late.
Out.
Like long conversations.
Yeah,
going till 1 a.m., 2 a.m. with business friends.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, super simple. You just stay away from the starters, and just ensure that the restaurant that you're going to has steak or salmon in, or like oysters. If it doesn't, then don't go there.
I love an oyster. Wait, do you put Tabasco on them though?
No, man.
Oh. To be fair, they're all right with lemon. Was it the pickles
a bit of
as
lemon,
well?
Yeah.
Oysters, you like oysters?
Yeah,
of course. Greek, man, we eat everything. We eat absolutely everything.
Yeah.
High in zinc, very good for testosterone.
It's,
keep eating the oysters.
Yeah. Gets you a proper...
was it aphrodisiac? Oysters are.
Who?
It's aphrodisiac, isn't it? Oysters.
Yeah, that's what I was going at when I did that.
Yeah,
Increases.
When it's date night, you pop a couple of oysters, good to go.
So do you guys have like the big Greek meal once a week with like the fries and the seed oils and stuff?
No fries.
To be fair, I had the
pita breads.
Yeah, I love a pita.
Yeah,
like I had chips yesterday, but they were done in olive oil. It's like the Greek way that they do them. Like that's how my mum
much
does
better.
them. Yeah.
Good.
We don't really do
oil
cereals at
oven.
home. What?
Olive oil oven.
No, frying pan. That's how my nan always does them as well. My mom does them.
Chopped potatoes, olive oil in the pan.
Yeah. Well, they were cut like chips.
Yeah, that's allowed on the protocol, but only in the evening though.
To be fair,
due to the starch.
To be fair, Greek food, you could probably do the superhuman protocol eating Greek food. There's certain things that you wouldn't eat.
I love the Greek food, man. I see it on Instagram. I respect it because it's all the oils. You got the feta cheeses. You got the tomatoes. Yeah, that's all in the diet.
I hate tomatoes.
Cucumbers.
I love cucumbers. No, I don't like tomatoes.
They're not that nutrient dense anyways, bro.
You want like my superhuman salad.
Wait, you said pitas, and it's like you said it with like a bit of concern. I love a pita.
Pitas, yeah.
I eat them as well.
No good?
Too much grains. Too many grains. Yeah.
The argument...
You want to remove the grains, man. To feel your best.
Yeah.
I want to take this to someone that's quite active as myself. I did more or less the superhuman protocol, right? Where it was like absolutely to the T. I did it for a long period of time. I would go out with my family, my girlfriend. I'd be really fussy with the waiter about what I was going to order, what my food was cooked in, etc. Like to that extent. It wasn't a year. It was probably a month, and I was like, do you know, I actually don't want to do this anymore. To this extent, it was like then it switched to like 90.
Do you feel too restricted?
Yeah, I wanted to go out and I wanted to eat things. But my point being though is as well, like with my performance in terms of my high intensity workouts, running, high rock style workouts, like all of this type of stuff, I know that I felt a lot better when I was fueling with things like grains or whatever it was. Sometimes I might have jam on my sourdough in the morning. Like these, like I know that I felt better. And like the day before my marathon.
Cheeky add-ons.
No, it's not often. It's like if I feel like most of the time it's raw honey.
Yeah.
But for instance, the day before that I did my marathon, I was obviously carb loading. I wasn't going to sit and eat fruit and potatoes all day because it would have been impossible.
Yeah, I get it.
I don't think that I would have been able to go and perform as well as I did if I didn't carb load with what I ate the day before.
Yeah, if you especially, we get a lot of people coming on, like athletes for us on the program and stuff. We will add in a lot of starch in the evening meal. They would carb load the night before. It could be like 200 grams. Pushing in 800 to 1,000 calories of carbohydrates of sourdough to ensure that they've got the energy the next day. But yeah, in terms of that, was you eating enough fuel maybe?
Bro, I eat, bro.
Yeah, you do. How long was you running for as well?
What like distance?
Oh, he wasn't doing 10Ks. He was running for a marathon.
No, I do like the weeks would increase in distance but it was like probably my lowest distance week was probably like 40K maybe.
Right. Okay. Wow. Yeah. So here was you now bringing in like the you eat oats every day?
Nah, I don't eat oats every day.
But sometimes maybe.
To be fair, the only time that I'll eat oats is if I'm training a little bit later. So on a Saturday, I train twice, for instance, and in between workout 1 and 2, I'll have oats because I know, and I'll add a scoop of whey protein in there, unflavored. Right. There's nothing bad in there, but I'll have that in between because I know that it's going to help me recover from my first workout and give me some good slow release and energy for my second.
Right, I get it. Not in the protocol. Okay, you're not heard of grain brain? That's the reason why. Again, it's more
like brain fog and things like that. Yeah, I don't really find that
again,
I get it.
I'm just so focused on that like limitless pill. You know that feeling of being super focused. So we don't want any foods in the diet that's going to jeopardize that. And grain brain, there's a fantastic book on it. Reading about all the.
I feel like I would love to put myself through this. Like to your level of like extreme, is it extreme?
30-day protocol I'd recommend, and for anyone, this is what I recommend, and then it's your decision to see if you want to continue with it.
I would love to, I would love to see if it genuinely impacted me.
You tried it for 100%, but then you didn't want to go the full way.
I think
90%, which is still good.
95% is like spot on for me because I like going out for food.
That's still freaking amazing. That's still like going to be top 1%.
Like if we were at the office one day and Chris like, hey, do you want to go get like a burger tonight? I'm not gonna say no. Like I like a burger, man.
And that's once in a week or something.
Yeah.
No, not even once.
You guys are still doing great. I still respect it and you're doing great. You don't need serious help.
Yeah.
But the 80-20 rule, I see it on Instagram all the time.
No, we're not 80-20 in it. I don't think we're 80-20 in it.
95-5, 90-10.
I think it's more for me and closer to 90-10.
That's good. Still very good.
But not 95-5.
That's a lot of our clients as well.
Do you know what's a good, if I'm craving something sweet, do you know what I do have? I have dates. Yeah. I open the date up and I put dark chocolate in there, 90%, and it is a banger. It is so good.
That's my treat, but I didn't eat them on the cut. But I would eat them, especially bulking. Yeah, they're good treats, but they can get too addictive. I would have 2 maybe.
Oh, bro, I
would have 2, but then that could be 6.
My thing is like 2 in the evening, but then sometimes I'm there, it's like,
yeah, they're very addictive. Yeah.
Wait, what outside of diet do you do to maximize your health? Because there's a lot that you see on the internet you should and you shouldn't do.
Yeah, so daily walks, always, to help with digestion.
Indoor or outdoor? Or does it matter?
So indoor in the morning at the moment on the cardio, I do incline walk. An afternoon and then evening outside.
I think that's one
steps is maybe 12-15K a day.
I think that's one of the biggest things that people don't realize is just getting outside for like half an hour can make the biggest change to their life.
Incredible. Fucking incredible.
We feel it firsthand here. Sometimes
too many people,
they're
they're way too like this.
Yeah, we'll get a bit too stuffy, and we're in some really deep work.
Yes.
And it's like, you like kind of come out of a task and you're a bit like, you kind of lose your senses a bit, and we're like, come on, let's go. And we'll just do a lap of the block. And we get back in and we're like, let's go.
Yeah, more energized, yeah. Walking is, I know again, it's a simple tool and everyone would know about it, but it's life-changing and it would really impact, again, your mood, energy, and overall digestion. That's the reason I do it. So after my last meal, I always walk in the evening. I'm so ready for bed. I'm trying to maximize sleep now as well. Like red light therapy, I do saunas daily. Do daily saunas now.
What, before bed?
No, I do in the gym.
So
right.
it helps
I train in a
with
gym box, and they got the sauna. So I train every day.
It helps with sleep, those saunas do, don't they? They do, like right before bed. I heard Huberman speak about it the other day, because you obviously bring your body temperature up. Like but then when your body's trying to make it go cool, that's when you get sleepy and you want to go to bed. And like right before bed, sauna's supposed to be amazing.
Yeah, and red light therapy as well. So that is one great aspect. More for using that at the moment for like skin and hair. Again, I'm trying to become the most nutrient-dense man. So I'm trying to enhance every aspect, putting all the nutrients into the body, but then making the hair as thick as possible.
I've noticed that your hair's done. What have you done your hair with? Because you wouldn't have used something normal.
Do you know about my hair?
That's a good one, you. Good you.
Do you know about my hair routine?
No.
So
please tell us.
How I wash my hair is 2 egg yolks.
No way.
2 egg yolks. Yeah, don't use shampoo. Don't use conditioner. 2 egg yolks.
That's somewhere where you're beating me. Yeah, I use.
Then a hairdryer. That's all. I tell people
You don't rinse it in water.
If I put it on Instagram, we get so many comments.
You don't
Wait,
put it on.
that's what you use to keep your hair in shape. Is egg yolks?
Egg yolks. That's all.
No, not to keep it in shape. To wash it.
To wash it and to wash it and to keep it more
and
fit.
to style it. Wait, so
Yes.
that's not got anything in it?
No.
I mean, I can't lie. Your hair looks great.
Thanks.
I don't know about me using egg yolks.
It's the proteins inside of the yolk. So it's very good for your hair. Molecules.
Bro, I don't mean to come off. Does your hair not smell?
Come and smell it.
after the pod.
It's
To be fair, do eggs smell?
It smells in the shower, but as in the.
You are
Start
like scrubbing it with water as well, right?
Yeah, but I wash in cold water, because if you wash in hot water, you're going to get scrambled eggs.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah. That's what,
because I've done that once, and I had loads of egg whites.
you just needed a bit of ham and
It's
some
got-
brown sauce in there. And
But that's how
You know when you get like egg on your fingers though, it's such a horrible texture.
it is. Yeah. But it's great, guys. I recommend it. We get
Is it
so
Paul?
many dudes commenting like in the DM saying my hair's growing faster now, Lewis. Thank you so much for this tip.
Really?
Yeah. So stay away from all the.
Is it more expensive than shampoo?
An egg's what, 50p?
Yeah.
But you're using 2-3 times a week.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week, egg yolks. Yeah. If I was doing lots of runs, let's say I was doing something different with training, maybe twice a week, but only once a week at the moment. Washing my hair.
Does it really clean it though? Like,
Yes. We need to try.
I'm back trying it.
So it goes shiny. My hair doesn't fall out anymore. Like not massively, but I used to get little hairs coming out.
Yeah, when you wash your hair and you look, and it's like 1 or 2.
You don't get any of that anymore, and it's more shinier than ever it's been. I get complimented more, quite a lot on my hair now, which is quite.
No, your hair looks great, bro. It really does.
That's the egg yolk.
No, because when H said, like, what have you used to put your hair? I'm thinking he can't have put some got to be in there if he's a superhuman. And then you come back with the eggs, and I was like, nah.
Toxic free.
Wait, what about washing your body though? Like deodorant? Do you wear deodorant or not?
Yeah, so I use an olive oil
natural.
soap.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm fully toxic free now with everything. I use
Come
an
on, boys on the ball, bro. Come on, man.
olive oil soap. So I stay away from all the toxic ingredients like the lynxes. I don't put any of that on my body because your skin is your largest organ. And what you put on the body, you will absorb. It goes into the bloodstream.
Liver King. You know Liver King.
Yeah, I respect him.
I was just about to say.
Not how he's lied and stuff, but
Yeah.
I respect his lifestyle.
Steroids
What he
and
was,
stuff,
it stuck with me so much, and he had like a big thing of beef fat,
Yes.
and he's putting his finger in it, and he was like, "This is my sun cream,"
Yeah.
and then he's doing that, and he's like, "If you can't eat what you're putting on your skin to protect you from the sun, then you shouldn't be putting it on your skin to protect you from the sun."
Yes. Sunscreen. Wow.
It's one of the worst, isn't it? It's linked to like a lot
I put
of
coconut oil on, man.
yeah.
Or I would use beef tallow. But if you're not eating,
Maybe I said beef fat.
It's
is
the
that?
same
It could have
thing,
been.
yeah.
Oh, right.
It could have been
Beef tallow.
beef suet, or.
It was like a thick
Beef jerky,
white.
maybe?
It was like a thick white looking.
Beef tallow, bro.
Beef
Yeah,
tallow.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's that can protect you from the sun. Not a high amount, but if you've got a healthy gut and you're inputting like no seed oils, artificial colors, then you won't get burnt.
I actually don't wear sun cream. I don't. I know that I was listening to a podcast once. Can't remember who it was. I wasn't wearing sun cream before this because I knew that it was bad for me. But basically, what he said was just reduce your time in the sun if you're worried about getting burned, anyways. And I was like, I clocked it. I was like, I spend whenever I'm at the beach somewhere. Like, don't get me wrong. I'll go in the sea and I like to mess around in the sun, play some bat and ball, whatever. But I spend the majority of my time like I won't sit there and sunbathe. I'll just be under the umbrella. Yeah. It's just like I'm not getting exposed to too much sun.
Because you're a healthy human. You stick to the diet 90%.
You said healthy human, not superhuman. Did you see that?
You're not gonna. You shouldn't get super burnt. The people that get super burnt, are the people on the beers, they're eating chips at the beach, like the Lay's crisps and the Walkers. They're eating this in the beers, and this is how they're getting super burnt, and they're adding sun cream on this, all of these toxic ingredients. Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
And I wonder why when they get back into the hotel room, all they want to do is sleep.
Yeah.
What about things like mobility work? Because I feel like I've implemented things like mobility once a week, or like I've got a yoga mat, and sometimes if I'm at home chilling, I'll just whip it out. I'll do some mobility stuff. Like I feel like that has a massive impact on my health, just in the way that I feel and like I'm moving. Like the other day,
you're one step ahead of me.
It's not doing mobility.
It's not something.
I only stretch in the sauna. I'm not massive. I'll be honest. Mobility is not my sector that I'm in. I'm not like against it or anything. I think it's great, but I'm not into a routine of. I stretch in the sauna when my muscles are warm, but not like massively. Whereas
you're not really routine. Kind of stressing them.
No.
Just to feel a bit of something.
Like if you do it and you put time towards it, and again, I respect it.
It's probably only like 10, 20 minutes a week. Depends how many times I whip out. But like in terms of like how you train, is it more so like bodybuilding style? Because
it's mixture of supersets.
And I hate to be that guy, but there is more optimal ways to train than doing bodybuilder style stuff.
More fun ways to train.
Yeah,
well.
There's more fun, 100%.
When I was bulking, it was pure bodybuilding.
I love a superset.
Yes, bro. Supersets, drop sets.
Yeah.
You really go till failure, and you feel like mad accomplished when you finish like a.
I feel like the superhuman.
Yeah. Well, okay, yeah. Maybe I probably don't feel as close.
Yeah,
to that.
no, I of course do the standard, flat dumbbell press, incline press.
But then what about
flies?
What about incorporating like more dynamic exercises though, so that you do feel better?
Yeah, static stretching. I am not so big on in terms of the topic, so I haven't really moved down that route. Maybe in the future that I could bring it up on. But I'm not against it. It's people that do yoga and guys and stuff and look after stretching every week. I respect, but yeah, that's not in my routine at the moment. But I'm not against it. No.
I'm curious. What is your split? Obviously, you told us like your morning routine, and it is very regimented, and what you're eating and how you're doing things are very regimented. I can imagine your split's pretty regimented too.
Training.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all on a whiteboard. Everything.
Do you know off by heart?
Daily, when it comes to daily cardio.
Yeah.
When it comes to training, it's all on a whiteboard. My morning routine's on the whiteboard as well. On one of them, I've got so many. So then I know what I'm doing in the morning, just in case I might forget one thing. So I look at it, then all the goals, then my training split, food shopping, everything.
How important is that to you? Because
that's my life. Yeah. If I'm away from that, I feel missed. That's how bad it is. Like,
it's not easy just to put it on your notes.
I love it always on the board, man.
Yeah.
I feel
there is something about
it.
Then
I walk out in the evening in the living room, might have a tune on, a bit of visualization I do as well, and then I'll look at the goals and I feel a bit more, I don't know, in the zone. I can feel it, Put on Phil Collins in the air tonight. Have you heard that? I can feel it. Put on that song. Look at the goals, and I'm in the mood, man.
I feel a bit fired up just thinking about that now. He's like walking around, maybe.
But how extreme? I'm curious how extreme you take it.
It's quite an extreme, I suppose, lifestyle. But to me, it doesn't seem extreme. But I suppose
I don't think it's extreme. What I see is somebody that's fucking locked in. To be transparent with you,
I love it, man.
In terms of me framing it as extreme, is, for instance, is it Paul Tardino? He talks about AirPods not wearing them because of the.
I love his message.
What's this called?
EMF.
EMFs that they emit. Yeah.
So in terms of Paul is very with his message. I respect it, but he's a bit further than where I am in terms of he's a very far into some aspects. You know, I'm more just focused on the nutrition, but he's like focused on like the headphones, more about like evening routines, red light, really in that sector. But for me, it's mainly the nutrition that I focus on. But again, I'm just working on these other sectors of health myself at the moment, like bringing in the red light, the saunas. But when it comes to diet, that's where I'm 100% locked in. But again, with Paul and his mission and his message, I respect. But yeah, he's done another route of he slates everything, like really far. And that's the way I don't want to come across.
To get eyeballs, or because he actually hates everybody and what they're doing?
I actually think that he believes in his message. To be fair,
Yeah, I believe.
I don't know who you're referring to.
If I showed you him, you'd know.
I've seen his stuff on the Explore page. I rate his stuff. Again, it's a bit further than me. I'm trying to just really help people level up with the nutrition aspect. But he goes down all of them different routes, right? Of like receipts and stuff, you know.
To be fair, I actually try not to touch receipts.
Yeah, I don't do
genuinely.
that, but you'd never see that.
Sometimes you have to touch them, do you know what I mean?
I know, yeah. So I wouldn't go down too much down that. It's more just I'm trying to help people get 100% single ingredient food focus. But I respect his mission, man. The guy's killing it. I think maybe 3 million followers.
Yeah.
4 million? So I looked, yeah.
Is there ever a part where this becomes like slightly too much or too far? Maybe not necessarily with you, because I feel like the message that you're pushing is everything that if civilization was completely different and we were out in the wild, your diet probably wouldn't be too different to now.
Liver King.
Huh?
Like Liver King.
Kind of, yeah. I
Just
feel
out
like
there in the forest every day. That's why I respect him.
Yeah, yeah.
But the way he lied, yeah, maybe not. But I respect his mission.
But do you get what I'm saying in regards to like when is it too much? Like, don't touch the receipts, don't use AirPods, or don't look at your phone, or
this is where you've got other content creators. Of course, I'm not following anyone, but I go on the Explore page, and then I see a lot of people in my sector, and I've seen like Paul's videos on the receipts and stuff. That's not going to be the message I would promote. It's a bit too far, but I do respect it and I take it on board.
yeah.
So I implement, but I just wouldn't post it. Like even some days that I eat sometimes raw meat. I eat eggshells, but I don't post this on socials because I'll get slated too much.
What benefits is there to eating eggshells?
High calcium.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
You know what? Whenever I have boiled eggs,
So if you have a raw egg,
I save the eggshells and I put it in my dog's bowl.
Yes.
Yeah, it's really, really
Do
good for
you?
dogs.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's serious nutrition. This is how powerful an egg is. You can add it on your hair as a conditioner, shampoo, make your hair shiny, wash your hair. You can eat egg for all the vitamins and minerals, and then you can eat the eggshells for the calcium. So this is how nutrient dense an egg is. It's out of this world.
To be fair, I've got quite a good, I've got a nice pancake recipe, completely whole foods.
Okay, chef.
4 eggs, 2 bananas,
Yeah.
honey or maple syrup with some berries on.
Wow.
That is a banger.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, good meal.
Would that fall into the protocol?
Yeah.
Cooked with
Whole-
grass-fed butter as
Whole
well.
foods, single ingredient foods. Yeah.
To be fair, sometimes I put some whey in there as well. Up the protein. No, it's unflavored though.
Protein
There's
powder,
nothing
though,
in there apart
the
from
protein
whey
powder. Are you guys taking any beef isolate or is it just whey?
I take just whey.
Yeah, whey.
I take.
Same.
I only have it in the morning. I'll have, just for a bit of efficiency, I'll have like a smoothie with like loads of fruit.
Is it
and
grass-fed
then
whey?
Mine is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, mine's grass-fed, unflavored whey.
I would say change it for a beef isolate. Only for your digestion levels.
I've never found issues really with my digestion to do with
If you're
whey.
thriving, then fair. Keep it, again, if the source is trusted. I'm not against, we get so many guys asking about the protein powders as well. I'm not against the protein powders. If it's from a trusted source.
just rather eat them. Like,
yeah,
eat
and
your
if
protein.
it's grass-fed, if it's beef isolate. But the whey, don't go down because it's processed a lot more and it can affect digestion. But if you're feeling great, man, look, stick to it. That stuff, if you're feeling great, stick to it.
It was more so like a convenience thing, to be fair.
Convenience always comes in.
It is a convenience
It
thing.
is because I'm trying to fit in meals, man, and get my protein in as well, whilst like having whole foods, etc. Like, obviously you can do it, but like being at the office constantly, like working, like it's just so much easier if I can just bang a shake in the morning,
Yes.
put 2 scoops of unflavored whey in there. Like,
You're in the car and you're on
yeah.
the way and you're good to go.
I mean, if it's unflavoured,
Yeah, the only ingredient in there is whey isolate. It's the only ingredient. It's still single
and
ingredient.
it's grass fed. It's a lot greater than the others. But again, we wouldn't recommend this to clients. We would say the beef isolate only for digestion. But if you're feeling great, you've got the unflavored. That's still great. Over like the chocolate, because they can use natural flavorings. That can cause inflammation and stuff when they start adding in all these additives.
I did actually find a brand.
You're doing good, man.
I found
he's doing good. He's on a lot. You got the pancakes. You got the unflavored protein. You're freaking ahead, man. It's good stuff.
Trying to be.
Come on.
There's actually I did
Just
find
a
a
bit
brand.
more, and you're going to be a full superhuman. Like the soaps and the coconut oil.
To be fair, I actually use a deodorant. I actually do use an organic deodorant as well. It's like 2-3 ingredients, nothing bad in there. In terms of the protein powder, there is brands out there that offer completely natural, like obviously I know you said natural flavorings, but there's brands out there that have completely natural, like no, it's not natural sweeteners, it is just natural ingredients, like single ingredients that they've put in to make a protein that is flavored still, but with completely like normal ingredients. So
I'm for that.
Yeah.
I'm for that. If it's from a trusted source, maybe they've used maybe some coconut water or some raw honey or raw cacao or some monk fruit. That's a natural sweetener. Stevia. So if this is in there, then over like sucralose, over a tiny bit of added refined sugar, then I am for that. If for guys that are struggling to get their protein targets and they need something quick, 2 scoops on the go, 60 grams. You've got your beef isolate. You've got some raw honey in there for the flavor. Yeah. I'm still for.
What about like the natural energy drinks? Like today, me and Chris, we knocked back a Tenzing. Have you heard of those or not? It's completely natural ingredients. It's like it's like beet sugar is the sweetener, and then it's like it's
also got Celtic
pink.
salt.
Yeah, pink. No, it's pink Himalayan salt. Yeah,
It's got Celtic salt in there.
No,
Wait.
pink Himalayan.
Oh.
It's
Sorry.
like pretty much like
That's
natural.
That's still great. High
That's the
minerals.
second best, right?
Second best.
Yeah.
It's like pretty much like it is all natural ingredients. It's like what would you like something like that? It's still out of a can though, like you're buying it from a shop. Like it is convenience.
Drinks, I would recommend a more.
But that's where I got my caffeine fix today.
Would you say stick with coffee?
I can't comment on it because I haven't seen the brand.
Okay, that's fair.
I wouldn't say go and have it because I'll have to look really into the detail. But a kombucha is great for gut health.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
I love kombucha.
Yeah, it's good for gut health. Again, the ones that I found in America are more the ones in the UK. I haven't found any that have no artificial colours and stuff in. A brand in America, I can't remember the name. That would be great for gut health. Just fermented there over time. But yeah, I can't comment on the drink because I don't know. I can't. Yeah.
I was just curious
But
more
I would
than anything.
stay away from monsters and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
No good, man. Just if you want some caffeine, have a black coffee.
Espresso.
Yeah.
Americano. Yeah.
Coffee has its benefits, especially toward body transformation goals, boosting your metabolism, etc. There. So, yeah, stay away from the energy drinks.
What do you do for fun, bro?
Great question. What do I do for fun?
The laugh.
Gym, work, eat.
Gym, work, and eat.
That's it.
That's your fun.
The same routine.
Come on, bro.
The thing is, though,
there's got to be
me-
something. A movie.
Work to me is fun, man. This is my daily. This is where I'm locked in. It's 7 days a week. I do the same thing, Monday to Sunday. So there's no it's the weekend or there's no every day. This is why I did earlier. I was trying to think what day it was. It's the same every day. It's like Groundhog Day every day, but I'm moving further towards progress on my goals. If that makes sense. So do the same thing, same gym time, same morning cardio, same meals, same slack time with my team, same calls. But as long as I'm making progress, I'm happy. So that's what class is fun.
I respect that.
But gym is fun for me, and going in the sauna.
I agree.
Female company to me is fun. Very fun.
It's good.
I enjoy that because that different sex, you bounce off each other. That's fun, but you wouldn't see me in a pub talking about the news and stuff.
But it doesn't need to be a pub though. Like for instance, I don't know, we'd have fun by going to play pool on a Wednesday evening, for instance.
Yeah, like I like massages, if that counts. I like snooker, but I don't do it often. The gym I would say is fun, and the walking for me. and making content. Yeah, basically trying to have impact on the world.
So
It's fun.
last year, when you're here, there, and everywhere, you're living out of a suitcase and you're traveling country to country. Is it still the same? Like, you're not going out, you're not networking. Like, the only place where you're meeting people is going to be at the gym, and that's it.
No, I did go out like to clubs and stuff.
Right.
I'll be in the glass walls.
Yeah.
I'll still have fun though.
Yeah.
Still have conversations at the
I
bar.
was gonna say.
But you won't see me at the bar like till 4 a.m. getting hammered. I'll try and get an early night and get up for my morning routine.
Yeah.
Like cardio in the morning. So I'd stick to the same routine if I'm in Marbella, Brighton, London.
Yeah.
But fun is more, making connections, I suppose, as well, and maybe talking business ideas. That's fun to me.
I like doing that.
But yeah, your general pickups and clubbing, sitting in the pub talking about the news now, that's not fun to me.
Boring. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Connecting with a woman, though, on a spiritual level, like, that's good fun. Like maybe having a coffee out.
Do you have a special woman in your life?
Previously, yeah, but not now.
Would she have to be a superhuman?
My future woman,
Yeah.
she would have to be a superhuman.
Really?
Yeah. She would have to be strict on the protocol.
If a woman loves you enough, I think that she would. I think that if a woman loved you enough, she'd change her life to.
My question is,
accommodate for that.
would you give her the opportunity to even love you if she wasn't already a superhuman?
That's a good question.
The thing is, she would have to live the same lifestyle as me because the way I want to create the family, and I want the kids
The
at 1 year old.
superhuman family.
I want them young on the breast milk, high cholesterol, straight to the brain, good healthy fats. I want them on steaks at early teens, raw milk through these young eras. So if I'm dating a woman and she's
Not aligned with
eating
you.
processed food and stuff, maybe even once a week, it wouldn't work. No, so it's going to be very
To
different.
that extent.
Like
If she wanted to nip out for a quick Five Guys, it's just, nah. Like, is that giving you the ick?
Yeah. Maybe if she had... no, she has to live the same lifestyle, man. I was going to say maybe she's 90-10, but the thing is, it wouldn't work because then I'm not... Yeah, nah. It wouldn't work. I'll have to find someone super strict. This is where it's going to be difficult for me now.
Yeah, to be honest with
Because
you,
it's like
bro.
the family portrayed how I want to create.
Yeah.
I want
get that.
I want the superhuman kids. I want 4 to 6 kids. I want the superhuman wife.
Living out like a cave somewhere. No, I'm messing
Yeah,
around.
I mean,
I'm joking.
Yeah, probably not a city, but maybe like a nice big garden, nice house, growing our own fruit and veggies and stuff.
That's something I can get on board with. I'm trying to get my mum and dad to do that at home. I think that would be amazing.
That's great.
Can I ask you, I want to play devil's advocate slightly.
Yeah.
As a kid, naturally you rebel. Naturally, the kids that are told that they can't have X, Y, Z are the kids that want it the most, and at any given opportunity, they'll grab it with both hands. Do you think that being so regimented, maybe between you and your woman, but like to have a certain level of regiment and structure on a kid's life, do you think you're actually going to get the best out of them? As long as they understand, and it's like, it is going to be 90-10 with the kids, but it's your birthday and you're allowed some chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? Like that, for me, I think is quite important.
Yeah, so I think my way of bringing up the kids would be slightly different. As in, I probably wouldn't show them the McDonald's. I wouldn't show them the...
But how would they not see it in this day and age? And when they go to school and...
The way I would potentially teach them on how it's not edible for us to eat.
I'm not trying to shit on you, by the way.
No.
I'm just thinking, if someone's at home listening, they're going to be like, how is that going to work?
This will be a difficult task for me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be... I would really want to raise them on how...
I respect it. I do.
Bro, it will be very difficult because it's at the birthday party. If you bring the steak and the candle, it's gonna be slightly different to the birthday cake. It's gonna be the odd one out. But
Beef sliders instead of cupcakes.
I think if you got 2 people on board and the wife,
egg in the middle.
if you got 2 people on board and the wife's with you, I think it'd be an easier way to teach. But then if you've got like the wife saying, "Oh, let's just go to McDonald's and take them here," but then I'm saying this, then it will.
Yeah, I get that.
But it will be very difficult. But I suppose I won't show them these places, or we'll have to really bring them up on eating butter for snacks, boiled eggs for snacks, beef jerkies.
I spoke to, I've got a pal who I cycle with sometimes, etc. And he's quite a bit older than me. He's like 40 years old. And he's like about his fitness and health, like me in 20 years time. And I asked him the question, like, how do you deal with, like, nowadays, like iPads and stuff being so accessible, like having kids? And he's like, I don't mind them using their iPad, or like my son, he likes the game. I don't mind that. But I've brought them up so that they understand that they need to spend time outside, they need to be active, and they need to exercise. And these kids are only like 10 and 8 or like 10 and 6 or something like that. And I think that's a nice, for me personally, I'm not saying this is how you should go and do it with your kids, but I think that's a nice way to bring up your kids around health and nutrition.
Yes, yeah.
As long as you know that you need to 90% of the time or 95% eat good, and you need to make sure that you're up and you're active and you walk in or you're exercising and being outside and spending time outside and not just being glued to a screen. I think that for me personally, when I look at it, that's how I would like to bring up my kids and my family.
But the majority of what the kids consume is going to be what's in the house anyway, which you have control of.
Yeah.
My concern is when they come out of the house and they no longer have, Dad, eat your fillet steak, mate. When that is taken away and a kid, all they've ever known is steak and eggs, and they see a cupcake for the first time that's got little sprinkles.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Bro,
I hear that though, because growing up, my mom never let me, it was very rare I was allowed sweets, fizzy drinks at home, like from a young age. And then when I grew up and I was allowed to go to town and stuff.
Is that like Greek culture?
It was just how my mom brought me up.
Yeah,
I don't know if that
You
was.
wasn't brought up with any cakes in that?
I didn't really have cakes as a kid. Yeah,
Really?
I didn't really.
I didn't.
Not really. Unless it was a birthday or
unless
it
it was a birthday or
a
something.
big
But if
function.
Was it like more protein, like chicken kebabs and stuff?
Chicken
fat-
kebabs.
It wasn't like
You've got the
literally just
salad,
Greek
right?
diet.
It's the feta cheese.
Growing up, I had like a pretty good diet. To be fair.
That's the first I've heard.
What I was going to say is
I was on a lot of the muffins and stuff.
Growing
A
up
lot of
though,
what?
I felt like
Muffins.
Muffins.
Yeah.
I felt like
Cookies and all that.
I feel like that growing up though, when I was finally had the freedom and my own money to go out and go to town with my pals and stuff. Yeah, like I would go from a young age, and just because I was out, like I'd fucking I'd get things, and then that's where I started to fall into the trap of like, when I got older, like, it's Sunday, I'll order a Chinese or I'll get some Krispy Kremes and stuff like that. And I hear Chris's point massively.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, if it is so regimented, like, will they not just rebel, and will it not just go against everything that you kind of wanted to?
It would. I haven't thought about it too much.
I know. I'm probably. I'm probably.
Because I haven't even met a
of course.
woman yet.
Yeah.
But I do want the higher 4 to 6 kid aspect in life. I do want that big family with the superhuman wife. But in terms of teaching the kids from the young age to completely avoid it will be difficult. So yeah,
like the e-collar on them.
I haven't thought about that too far. But it's a difficult one to answer that.
I know I've probably just thrown a lot of questions at you that you haven't thought about, but in my head I'm just thinking like,
no, it's a good subject.
If you are so strict with with the woman that you are allowing to have that type of access to you, and you already have it in your head that this is how it's going to be, I don't know, maybe you just have to think about it a little bit more.
If they're at a birthday party and they see the cake, that's where it's going to be.
And then Dad is the bad guy because he doesn't let me have cake. He doesn't let me see cake. He doesn't let me.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's
tough, bro. It is tough.
I haven't thought about this. It's tough.
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna not, like, will there be a time in 20 years where it's your wedding day or something, or 10 years time, and you're like, you know what, I can have a bit of my wedding cake? Is it like, or a meal out for celebrating something? Is there ever a time where you're gonna allow yourself to do that?
Now because like I said, I've got the mission there, right? With what I want to achieve and how the brand is. So I have to be, like I said earlier, I have to be true to the brand, and I don't want to be a fault to myself and be a letdown. So I would just switch the wedding cake for lots of mini steaks and stuff. So I'd just switch it over.
But the thing is, I feel like that would probably be
only
funny.
due to the mission. I want to be nutrient dense.
I'm not talking.
Think of the content. He's in his tux eating like steak.
That'd be sick. But yeah,
Like, will there? It doesn't have to be your wedding day. Just, is there a point where you think down the line, not even think, but like, would you
Step out.
5 years down the line for like
Would I know?
one time? Yeah.
Would you allow that
with the frame of
5%?
mindset I have at the minute, no. But could that change? I don't know.
I mean, look at your
with
mindset.
the mindset right now and how locked in I am for the past few years, and how I've just built the brand, and now I have to be super true to the mission. The answer now is no, but it could change. I don't know.
Will there be a time where, for instance, if you came to mine and Chris's house for some Greek food, you'd have a pitta with everything else that comes along with it? Not tomorrow.
No. So if I go out for the business meetings or coffee, I get the steak without carbohydrates in these restaurants, and ensure that there's fish or steak on the menu. Which, if you're going out for a meeting, usually there is.
Yeah.
We're not going to a fast food restaurant, so then I just get either sometimes 2 steaks. I get a ribeye and a fillet.
It's a whole lot of protein.
That's usually the majority of the time. Then I might get the black coffee for dessert if conversations are going on till. This is when I'm out late, a bit out of routine. But no, nothing else. No poison, essentially.
I really respect the discipline, man. I really
100%.
do.
But again, the reason why I suppose I have to be
You're the
a
face.
bit of advantage because I am the face now, and I have to be true. But that's not the only reason. It's because I do truly want to be the healthiest man.
I want
Trying to get every vitamin and mineral in at constant, and then sharing this. So that's the goal. Yeah.
What pressures comes with being the face?
No, there's no pressure because in terms of how I live the lifestyle, it's just natural. Yeah, there's no pressure because I'm true to it every day.
Yeah.
I'm very big on self-improvement. So I'm trying to get that out there more.
And that's in essence what you're selling.
Yeah, everything. It's like body. That's of course the main offer. But in terms of like even morning routine, bit of visualization, of course nutrition, lock-in, all of this, self-improvement. Yeah, but there's because I stick to this every day and I'm true to it 7 days a week, there's no pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm always on point. Like I've got tonight for dinner 10 eggs. I already know what I'm having: coconut water and blueberries. 10 eggs, coconut water and blueberries. Yeah, and that's in the protocol at the moment.
Yeah.
And that won't change. I'm looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like scary decisions. Oh, I'm tempted to have this. Never.
I really feel it when you speak. I really feel the passion and the authenticity and the realness. I don't know. I feel like there's been certain people we've had conversations with that are saying X, Y, Z thing, and then the cameras go off, and it's like, I don't know. You're not that guy, bro.
You need to live it.
But yeah, you live it.
And then if you live it and you're honest with that, this is why
The results come.
Yeah, and then people like to follow the journey, and the free tips. I enjoy posting. Like, I enjoy giving value. That's why, on my mission statements, I have a mission statement. If you don't have one of this, I recommend this guy as well. I can't believe I haven't mentioned this. I recommend you write in your own time your mission statement to life of what you are, not about your company, but about who you maybe want to be or who you are. So, right, I've got 15 things.
What, is it just bullet points or?
Yeah, bullet points. So it's like daily workout. The other one is poison-free lifestyle. So that's like Lewis Welsh mission statement, not Team Superhuman, the company that we've got all the different goals for, but who you want to be, like that, the guy. Maybe you want to be the freaking alpha in the whole town. I don't know. Maybe you want to be
The double alpha.
the president of freaking the United States.
It's like your laws for yourself.
Yeah, your mission, like who you are. And then once you have this and look at this every day, it gives you a bit more purpose as well.
Put it up on a
Is
whiteboard.
So you never get lost, 'cause
Is something
sometimes we
like
get
that not
lost.
always?
Yeah.
Is something like that not always changing though?
Yeah, so it does get tweaked. Sometimes it does get tweaked. So I wasn't a daily workout man before. I was maybe 5 days a week. But now I go to the gym every day and pay my dues. Every freaking day. I pay my dues before my head hits that pillow. But that's change, bro. So if you have a mission statement, then you've got the company one as well. You really aligned with who you are in life. Because we are just floating sometimes, you know. And then if you look at it every morning with your goals,
Just realigns you.
yes, you know who you
Sometimes when you need it.
are. And then you refer who you are, man.
I love that.
Just some extra tips there if you want to add it in. Like,
Oh, we got a big ass whiteboard. I think tomorrow we should work on our individual mission statements and also the business's mission statement.
Yeah, it would maybe take some time from you.
You know what?
But
You've just made me think about it. It's just popped in my head. My background on my laptop, which I see every day, is our company logo.
Incredible, yeah.
And around it
Yeah.
are words that we live by.
Okay.
Loyalty.
You have words. Oh, interesting. I don't have this.
Loyalty, hard work, responsible,
Loyalty is good, bro.
cash, sales. Like
Yeah.
it's these words that mean to us: hardworking, family, friends,
Yeah. That's
good morals. Like these are the words that I every day when I open my laptop, I see who we are and then what we are all around it, and it's all scattered, and it's like,
I suppose you
and
have got-
it's
you-
kind of like a
that is like a mission statement.
yeah.
That's good stuff, man. Yeah, you basically
have a mission
It's like
statement.
bullet points or words, however you wanna. You can have one for the company and then one for you.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't work on it together, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're pretty aligned. And it's like, we did actually write out what are our business morals.
It could be physique as well. Mine is 6-pack lean. I personally enjoy having the
Healthy is on there.
poison-free lifestyle. Yeah, healthy is great.
Yeah, well, poison-free lifestyle. I
Maybe
don't know
you
if we're
wanna-
going to
maybe
get
you
to that
wanna
100%.
Maybe you want to be the
but
200-pound bulk guy. I don't know. It could be, which maybe interest you. So, yeah, just these extra tips, bro. But yeah, you're ahead of the game, man. Love it.
thank you, man. I feel like you've like really positively reinforced us both today.
High frequency.
Selfishly, like I feel like I've taken away like, oh, okay, like maybe I'm not as far off as I thought. Like,
I hope you got some good value, man. That's the whole point.
I have personally, genuinely, and I really hope that everybody at home listening and watching has too. I'm sure they would have.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah.
Helping the world, sharing your values as you learn and grow, because we're all learning throughout life, right? Every day. And then if you can help someone with this, if I take something from one thing in an evening on a business meeting, that can change. That could add maybe 10K per month revenue to the business, or it could change one. So if you take one thing, it's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So hopefully it has helped, man.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, bro.
Legend, bro. It's been an absolute pleasure to sit down and have a conversation with you.
Yeah.
Genuinely, it's been really, really
Thanks,
good.
man. I've enjoyed coming.
We really appreciate you taking the trip, taking the time. We know you're a busy guy, man. But yeah, thank you. And thank all of you guys at home watching and listening. If you're on Spotify, make sure to drop us a follow and leave us a rating if you haven't already. And if you're on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn the bell notification on so you get notified every time we release a podcast. And we'll see you all next week.
Catch us later, guys.
Love
Thanks
you all.
for coming, man.
Peace.
Boom. Sweet. Love it.
Vamos.
Legend.